Chronological Bible in a Year Reading Plan, Day 35. Today we read Exodus 16 through 18, and we saw the grumble, complain, provide worship cycle, as I like to call it. Throughout this period of wandering, we will see time and time again that the Israelites grumble and complain. God provides, they remember and they worship, and then they forget, and then they grumble and they complain. God provides and they worship, and then they forget. And this cycle even carries over into the judges and even into like the kingdom of Israel. And it is so true of us too. How often do we forget the provision and the protection and the glory of God because we simply are going through some hardship, whether it be like them in this instance, wandering and hunger and thirst, and we forget the ways that God has provided. But what I really appreciate, and something that I have forgotten in the past, despite reading this many times, is they took some of the manna as a sign of remembrance. What are we doing to remember God? What am I holding on to, or what am I protecting so I can look at it and say, God has provided? And I'm not saying we make like an icon or an idol or something, but it can be like simple ways to remember. It can be a prayer journal. It can be an old Bible. It can be an old notebook, or maybe it is like just some fancy rock that you painted. But what have you done, and what can you look to remind you of the provision and the glory of God? And if you don't have something, maybe you're not a visual person like I am, maybe what are some songs that bring back to mind his protection and provision? What are some things you can meditate on or pray through to remember his goodness and his provision, to keep us from falling into this cycle, to keep us in that place of worship and avoid falling into that place of complaint? I'm looking forward to see what happens next in the Israelites' journey, but until then, God bless.